Why you keep pretending everything is fine. The silent survival habit of this generation. Welcome back to my channel. Let me say something most people are afraid to admit. You're not okay. But you become very good at pretending you are. You say, I'm fine, automatically. You smile on command. You keep showing up. But inside, something feels off. And the scary part? This isn't rare anymore. This is normal now. Today we're talking about why you keep pretending everything is fine, why this generation is falling into it quietly, and how to stop surviving and start being honest without falling apart. If you've ever told someone you were okay when you weren't, hit like and subscribe. This channel tells the truth. Let's get something straight. Pretending everything is fine is not resilience. It's a coping mechanism, a survival strategy. Most people didn't choose this habit. They adapted to it. You learned early. Emotions made people uncomfortable. Honesty led to dismissal. Vulnerability wasn't safe, so you adjusted. You became functional instead of honest, and now you don't even notice you're doing it. This generation is exhausted, not lazy, not weak, exhausted. Constant comparison, permanent online presence, hustle culture disguised as motivation, healing content that shames people for not healing fast enough, a world that never slows down. You're expected to work like nothing's wrong, look okay online, be grateful, stay productive, do the inner work silently. So instead of processing pain, you perform stability. This generation isn't avoiding feelings, they're drowning in expectations. Saying, I'm fine, is not lying, it's emotional compression. You pack grief, stress, confusion, fear into a neat sentence because unpacking feels risky. Your brain learned, if I keep things light, I stay safe. But emotions don't disappear when ignored. They wait. They leak out as burnout, numbness, irritability, anxiety, unexplained exhaustion. Pretending is not peace, it's delayed pain. Studies show emotional suppression increases stress hormones even when people appear calm. Your body knows the truth, even when your mouth hides it. That's why you feel tired for no clear reason, why rest doesn't fix it, why motivation feels forced. Your nervous system is carrying what your words won't. You're not broken, you're conditioned. Most people who pretend they're okay are responsible, reliable, empathetic, high-functioning. You learned to hold it together because things would fall apart if you didn't. You became strong before you are supported, but strength without release turns into silence, and silence becomes isolation. You feel guilty for speaking up because others have it worse. You don't want to burden people. You are praised for handling everything, so you minimize your pain. But pain does not need permission to exist. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to justify your feelings. You don't have to break down to deserve care. If this is describing your life right now, like the video. It helps more people feel seen. Subscribe if you want conversations that don't rush healing, don't shame emotions, and don't fake positivity. Pretending costs you emotional intimacy, self-trust, energy, authenticity. You start to feel disconnected, unseen, alone, even around people. Not because no one cares, but because no one knows. You taught the world you're okay. Opening up feels terrifying because honesty changes dynamics. When you stop pretending, people may respond differently. Relationships may shift. You risk being misunderstood, but suppression already costs you connection. Vulnerability doesn't guarantee safety, but pretending guarantees numbness. You don't need to trauma dump. You don't need to explain everything. You don't need to fall apart. Start small. Tell one person the truth. Name one feeling. Admit one struggle. Healing begins with accurate language. I'm not okay is powerful. I'm overwhelmed is honest. I need support is brave. The people who survive the longest aren't the ones who pretend. They're the ones who pause, who tell the truth, who rest, who ask for help, who stop performing strength. You don't need to be stronger. You need to be real. You're allowed to stop pretending. You're allowed to need care. You're allowed to be honest. You're allowed to rest. Being okay doesn't mean being silent. It means being supported. If this video spoke to you, like it. It helps others feel less alone. Subscribe to my channel for honest conversations about mental health, healing, and self-trust. And comment below, What's one thing you've been pretending not to feel? You're not weak for feeling this way. You're human, and you don't have to carry it alone.